All right. So this is week 4. We are getting into our first term or vocabulary word in computer science, and it's algorithms. I have provided you with both a PowerPoint and a student handout that your students will use. This could be treated as a homework assignment or a portfolio section that you are going to collect and grade for your class. First things first, though, I would pass this out to your students because some of the questions on here are going to be answered through the PowerPoint itself. So pass this out first. This top section requires the PowerPoint for students to answer. The PowerPoint is very simple. Always starts off with a lesson objective. Students will understand that algorithms are a precise set of directions for completing a task. It's going to go through some of the ideas of what an algorithm is. And we start off with a simple way for students to think about an algorithm. Think about their morning routine. You start the day, you wake up, right? You shower, you get dressed, you eat breakfast, and then you leave, and then there's an end. That is your code or your algorithm for the morning. And so students will understand that an algorithm is a set of instructions to follow for a particular task. Just like we talked about last week, a cook gets a recipe to follow to make a certain meal. This video talks about algorithms, just kind of going deeper with it. I would show this to my class because some of the questions they can answer, they can use this video to do that. And then basically understanding that computers are really dumb. Computers are only given instruction and they follow that instruction. And so they need to realize that their code, their algorithm needs to be precise. So you're going to go through the PowerPoint. There's some things that they need to write down, like the steps of or the rules of algorithms, and they write this down just so they can understand, what algorithms do. And I'll go over these with you real quickly. Rule number 1, define a start and end position, just like we did in the morning. There's a beginning and there's an end to every code. One at a time. Each step must be completed in the code before it can move on. So one step at a time. There are conditional flows. In algorithms, there are conditionals. If this happens, then this happens. If this does not happen, then this doesn't happen. There are conditionals that your code will have throughout the series. And then you want to make sure that your algorithm keeps the order. Step 1 is very important. Step 2, just like in the whole, waking up in the morning. If you woke up and you got dressed and then you took a shower, you're going to have a very interesting shower. Or let's say you forgot to get dressed completely and you walk outside. Well, your morning's about to get very interesting. The steps in an algorithm are extremely important. So that's why the part of keeping the order is so crucial. The next part is going to be getting into actual Minecraft. So your students are going to begin Minecraft and they're going to start making an algorithm that's very, very simple. In fact, I give this algorithm to them in their instructions on starting out with a command. Your students are going to make it rain in the game. Very simple, very easy, but I want them to start to understand that a code begins with a command and it ends with the action. As long as everything's carried out, there's an ending to it. So they're going to open up Minecraft. You're going to tell your kids, we're going to begin using algorithms in the game. They need to open up Minecraft, so they'll search for Minecraft if they don't have it saved. We want to make sure that your students understand that they need to log in with their Gmail account or their Office 365 account. It's the same email regardless. So I will sign in here, just showing you the steps. And then they will sign in. We want to make sure that your students are going to create a new world. So it's very easy. Hit new, create new. We want them to select blocks of grass. Make sure the world is peaceful and creative. And then they can hit play. We also need to open up code connection. And so when the game starts, we want to make sure that our students have code connection. They will hit T to get the chat part in the game. /code. This will open up code connection and they will select make code. So again, we have talked about our students beginning a code with an on chat command. And so if we want to make the game rain, we need to go to our code, grab on chat command, drag that out. I know I have another copy there. I'm just going to delete it for the purpose of showing you how to do this. And then when they're going to go to gameplay, and they're going to drag out weather and connect the blocks. This is jumping ahead, but we're going to change the variable to rain. And I'm going to change the command to rain. And then I'm going to go back to the game to test out my code. So again, when I hit T, it opens up the chat menu. I'm going to type in rain. I'm going to escape out. And again, here's the game that is, or it's raining now. Now, the extension of this, and this is where your kids get to explore a little bit, is to make other algorithms. Can they stop the rain? Can they make it thunder? Or can they start adding in different types of algorithms to just start exploring on what the game is like? I would give them about 15 minutes for this because the lesson is very simple. But we really want them to understand that the algorithm is a recipe. When the students are done with that part, we can do some independent practice. And the independent practice is very nice for a teacher because when the students resume the game, they can go back to their code connection and they can go up here to this folder where it says projects and they can click on this one at tutorials. And I actually give you the list of tutorials that your students should use for week 1. For instance, we have Make Agent Move, Super Digger, Gold Stairs. And I even tell you what kind of level these are at so you can start distinguishing what level your students should be at. And if they are at a certain level, you can choose which one to go with. I'm going to do agent moves just to show you what this looks like. And it's a tutorial world that tells you step by step what to do for every single deal. So at this point, you can walk around the room and have students work independently to get through this process. Okay, so all you're doing now is allowing students to work independently, making sure they're on task, making sure they're not messing around with Minecraft, but they actually have a task to do throughout this game. And it gives the students task by task or step-by-step process how to do this. So here's step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. And so your kids will know what to do in each particular deal. If you want to get this as homework, they can give a summary on what algorithms are. And they can even complete a thinking map on algorithms, which will further the extension of the learning on algorithms in the classroom. So hopefully this is very simple, very easy for you. If you have any questions, please email me or call me about this. Again, I want you to learn as well as the students so you can actually own this as a teacher. All right, good luck to you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.